Okay, call the meeting to order. We begin with the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There's one item on the agenda.
We got public comment, one public comment.
Oh,
I'll be brief if you don't care.
all right,
He said 3 minutes.
You know,
3 minutes.
I'm teasing.
The Perry County Sheriff's Office want to start a K-9 program soon. We have maybe possibly some grants as well as some donations, but I did not want to do anything before I came to you guys to let you know what was going on. I'm not asking for any money. I'm not asking for any things like that. I just felt like to ask more of a partnership or a support from you all, what we want to do. At this time, we have 0 canines in Perry County, which is not good. I've gotten some good feedback from a lot of people. I think this is something that we can get done with some grants, maybe some help with some people, and I think that this is a way to go for the sheriff's office. I've already talked to our insurance; it's not going to cost us any more money. And also, I've talked to a vet who's going to do all work for the entire K-9 program for me for free. That's not going to cost any money at all. So I would just kind of like your all support that we start this program for the sheriff's office. I don't know if there's ever been one before, but I think it's time we do it. We have no canines right now, and anytime we have any kind of call outs, we have to rely on other counties, Branchville, things like that. And I think that takes time. And
How do you best plan on utilizing?
so
What do you?
it's called a utility dog, what I want. It would do narcotics, building search, aggression, as well as personal. It will take care of the officer as well.
Search and rescue type.
Search and rescue, just depends on what kind of call it is. Search and rescue will help at times, but sometimes we need bloodhounds for that, which I'm not gonna have a bloodhound. But so what I'm asking for is a utility dog that will do all of those things, but mostly I want to do it for the narcotics. I really truly believe it is time that we need that. I don't know how much we miss now on some of our traffic stops, but I believe we have that available. I mean, he can't work 24/7, but whoever I select, I know that this person, the people that it's applied, will be really, really good to have. Again, insurance, nothing. Vets, absolutely 0. I'm very, very proud that when I talked to Mr. Labhart, we had a long talk, and he's agreed to do everything for free, even got it in writing. So I think this is a big step for the sheriff's office, and I'd like to go forward with it. But I just wanted to let you all know and just ask for your support.
So it is doing free. Is that just for the first year?
No, this is as long as I own the dog, or not I own the dog, the county owns the dog.
I would personally be supportive of you putting a plan together with all of the expenses that are outside of those things that you just mentioned, and showing us what that looks like.
And as I get them, I'll get you some, just like.
Because I can't be, I don't know,
I just asked Tara Damon is trying to do one now for the community foundation, just for all the supplies. We haven't started though, but I got it last week, and it's due Monday of next week. So that's what I've been doing all day today, just dealing with her, trying to get emails back and forth about all that. So I could definitely put you one through. I do have sample of others SOPs from other counties, other sheriff's offices, and I just
SOP is what?
standard operation policies.
Okay.
Policies.
Thank you.
I think that this is great for this county. Like I said, we have none at this time, and I think it's the way to go, especially with our drug problem. And I'll keep you guys all what's going on.
How many surrounding counties have a dog?
I know
Utility dog.
I don't know Crawford County. I just never, I think they have one, and I think
Spencer does.
Spencer County has one.
Okay.
Du Bois County, which we all do touch Du Bois a little bit, county, I think they have one or two.
I'm sure Warwick's got several, so.
Oh, yeah, I think they got 3 or 4. But I just think this is be good for the sheriff's office as well as the entire county. And again, I'm not asking for any money. I know I can get some grants. I know I get some donations. But before I announce that, I just felt like I wanted to come to you guys first to let you know what I plan to do or I'd like to do.
I just like to see the plan, once you have that put together on how much, what costs are not gonna be covered, what, I wanna see all the costs as far as,
Yeah, well,
the
I get,
additional training, the additional equipment, the vehicle that has to be
Right.
outfitted for the,
a lot of that I
the canine.
I wouldn't be able to answer until I get the answer back for the actual cost of the dog, and I'll get you that when I get it. I will get you the cost of all the supplies now.
I was just thinking maybe if you could get with Chief Llewellyn, since they've had them, that he
Yeah.
probably has a rundown on the list
I
of
already
what,
have it.
okay,
Yeah, I already have that.
well, that's part of the plan, and if we could just get that information.
Okay, yeah, I don't have their plan. I kind of helped put that together when I was at Tell City
Sure.
Police Department.
I just mean like the financial end of it, because that's what we would be most concerned with here at the council is,
Mhm.
we just went through our budget session, and we don't have any
I was not gonna
money
ask.
set there, so I just would like to take a look at that and see what that looks
Mhm.
like, before I say, yes, I can be supportive of something like that or
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
If you could get that to us.
But
that
I'll
would be
keep you
great.
abreast of what's going on. It's a big step and it's not gonna happen tomorrow.
How long does it take, Once you
We're gonna start looking for, the dog first to see if we can get one located that will fit my, whatever handler I get. And we'll go from there. So we want to start with getting that. I promise you, I'm not asking you for no money, but I know that there are grants. We can get those and then we'll go from there. Once we figure out the donations, things like that. But I'll give you an example. When I was at Tell City Police Department and we started one there, when Derek was our first canine officer in that era, I know a lot of the stuff was donated. We did a lot of information to the public and a lot of donations came in.
Mhm.
So I seriously think that we will get that good, the feel from the county that, the entire county that will get this again. So I just felt like I wanted to come in front of you guys as something that we thought about it, but since we do not have a canine in this county, I think it's important.
If you could get that plan together and send it out, I would appreciate that. And then we can have that discussion as far as, I think it's probably commissioners more though, isn't it? Whether or not they
Well,
institute that and then the funding would have to,
yeah, well,
Come to us
to be
for
honest with
approval.
you, never had one here at the sheriff's office. So I just thought I'd come to you guys and just let you know what we want to do, but I want to let you know first, again, I wasn't going to ask for any money. I just felt like this is a huge step for the sheriff's office.
well, I guess my concern would be then you may not need money initially,
Right.
but then what is the cost going forward for what
So,
we'll have to upkeep and maintain and replace? and
right, to sustain that kind of
Future
stuff.
training. I just want to see the plan
Right.
on all those things.
To sustain that kind of things, I do have commissary. Again, we can ask for donations. I just don't feel that I will need to ask for any money right now. And if I did, I originally when I started just for asking for 10,000 just to get it started, but I'm not going to ask for any next year, or I didn't ask for any next year. So
Well, once you have the plan. that
That's
should
what I need. I
show-
need the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
If we can just have you put that together, you said you had gotten with Derek on, or helped put that plan together initially. If we can see that and see what that looks like and then what the reoccurring costs are going forward and, after the initial donations.
I'll send you
come
guys
in.
everything I got when I
Like the
get back.
dog initially, you're gonna have
Right.
that cost, but you're not gonna have it years.
I want to do it today because I apologize it won't be Thursday, but when I get back, I'll start sending you some things and showing you what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
That's what I would need before I can be supportive of something like that or not.
Yeah,
So
maybe
I
an
appreciate it if you can get that.
approximate timeline. If you can.
It just depends on how the donations come in, from there. So, all right, and the grants that I got. So thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, next, we have the county council meeting on the solid waste district 2024 budget. And it's been brought to my attention, we can't actually take a vote tonight.
No, I talked to Robert Norris today,
in regards to, getting everything submitted. I had a question on Gateway, and in conversation with him, I was getting everything finalized with county and, the airport, and he said, well, you still need to do the solid waste, and I said, I won't do that till tomorrow. I said, they didn't approve it on the 12th. I said, but they're meeting tonight. And his exact words were, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, okay. And so he's like, tell me again what happened. So I explained to him what happened. And he asked me if you guys had adjourned the meeting on the 12th. And I said, yes. And he said, therefore, our public hearing date for the budget adoption for the solid waste
Budget Form 3.
is on the Form 3 stated our public hearing was on October 12th. So therefore, we have to resubmit to Gateway, which needs to be done. And then within 48 hours, they will respond with the approval of that public hearing date. And then we have 48 hours to advertise it after they've approved it and changed it in the Form 3. So I did contact President Achin today. In regards to that, I also asked Robert Norris if I had to be present because I was going to be out of town all next week in Indianapolis at the auditors conference. And he said, yes, that I have to be present to attest. And so the earliest we can, or so then that would make it October 30th
How's that work?
at
with
5
everybody?
o'clock.
Schedule.
But I would really like to press that everybody understand, and any discussion you guys have be done tonight, because we are literally at the last minute of that. It has to be submitted October 31st. And if we do not submit this by October 31st, it will affect county funding in 2024.
I think with the new information given tonight,
Yes.
it's probably, I would hope there's not.
I don't know if everybody,
It's a balanced budget now, right?
Yeah.
I would read those
I,
numbers.
what was concerning me at the last meeting was the revenue was less than what the expenses were.
Me too.
And evidently, I guess that information was incorrect.
It was
That was-
incorrect. That was the 481,500 is what was entered for the 2023 budget income and the 2024 income.
And see, and
And so,
last year, we weren't even looking at weren't even aware of the income. It wasn't, of course, it's not on this, because all this is expenses,
mhm.
and I'm not sure if it was ever even
Announced.
announced. Maybe it was, I don't know.
Well, you guys signed the Form 3B,
Right.
so I think you would see, I would personally want you guys to look at the full Form 3B, because you gotta look at the revenue and the expenditures. So that's why I presented all of it.
We don't sign the 4-3.
You said, but that's the same exact thing that goes with the final one. You guys are supposed to review the Form 4B.
Right. So
Mhm.
the revenue does exceed the expenses, not by much, but it is a balanced budget now between the income and expenses. So I don't know if there's any discussion.
Because
of
the
this.
solid waste meeting before this, they changed it.
Right. And so they did, the solid waste did approve
They did.
this budget.
Yes.
And I think that was kind of an issue at
Yes.
the last meeting. And like we always said, it should have been done back in September,
Mhm.
1st of September, whatever was when it was.
Should have been done in August, because it had to be submitted to Gateway on September 1st.
So it's next year, we need to make sure we follow up on it, it's done timely.
So what is the expenses if it's changed? I did,
The expenses didn't change.
okay. That's.
They're still 543, 344.
Okay,
It was the revenue that changed. It was like, was it
481,
481 or something?
500.
yeah, it's 481.
And now it's like 544,
544, okay.
500.
Yeah.
Which is,
Oh, okay.
544, 500, yeah.
and so then after it's all said and done, then our cash balance is gonna be what? What was it,
200 should be.
something?
Right there, last page, Beth. One more. See that 200 down at the bottom?
Yeah,
Yes.
200, so
You have some.
Where
What is it
before
exactly,
like-
200?
Before it's at 137, now it's 200, 873,
873.
Yeah.
which is, looks better than what did last
In
I
year.
couldn't. I couldn't
But I'm
go
going to
with
submit
it.
that
Leave it
form,
balance.
because normally with all the fee base, I have to send
Churches.
the records of collection.
I was just thinking if they couldn't raise anymore, is that gonna throw up any?
No, they'll be- we'll submit, I'll email that with it.
Okay. We'll see what they say.
Yep,
We'll know right away, won't we?
yes,
Let's do
I'll
it.
probably,
I was just thinking, since they voted to raise the revenue, is that gonna throw up a red flag with the LGF, say, hey, wait a minute, what? Because it was wrong 2 years ago, and it's been
Yeah.
submitted
Oh.
incorrectly for 2 years, I don't know. We'll see what he says, I guess.
Kelly and I were having a little bit of a conversation, before the meeting, just talking, and her and I are in agreement. There's some clarification that I feel like I want to talk with Robert Norris about as well. You know, what is the tie with the solid waste? You know, they had mentioned that back in September, when there wasn't anything entered in Gateway, that we could either put in last year's budget expenditures or put all zeros, and then they would have to come to the council. They go to the board, then the council for additional appropriations. But that's not being done right now, you know. They're
Not
not
at all.
coming to the council for additional appropriations.
No,
So is that something that should be
But
done?
sometimes they have them. Sometimes in the solid waste meeting, they'll say, we need this little bit extra for this or that, and they'll approve it, the board. But I mean, is that something, the question is, if they have to do it for this, what's the difference?
I guess it's something we need to.
Same way with the airport, you know, if they're doing changes with their budget, are they supposed to be, is this council supposed to be aware of those changes? I'm not trying to
I
micromanage.
mean,
aren't these non-binding?
Yeah.
These are
But,
non-binding.
I mean, we had no say so before, we just oversight.
Yeah,
It's kind of seemed like the
okay, but if we
library,
say no,
the library came to us when they had the,
Yeah. Used to, well, the schools used to
but if
too.
you're forced
so.
to do an additional appropriation on every single thing, if you put zeros, then I'm confused about that.
a little bit
It's good to- it's good to
clarity
have-
as far as what the role of the county is with these budgets, because they are non-binding,
Yeah,
yeah.
so.
I was under the impression that we
to
didn't.
me, they
have a lot
just want us to
say.
look and see if anything's
I don't know.
inappropriate.
Yeah, I guess Robert Morris can clear that
Yeah.
up.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well, we can't make
It'd
changes.
just be good to
the
know.
budget.
Are we doing it right, or do we need to change something?
something to be clarified again.
Yeah, just to be
Just a simple phone
clarified.
call.
Yeah.
Any other discussion on this budget? Solid waste?
No, not that it's,
So then October 30th,
It's not
at
the
5
Does that
o'clock.
work for everybody? October 30th? I know it's
I
a
don't know
waste.
for sure yet, I think it probably does,
I
but I'm
haven't
not.
Oh,
I
and
don't
you
know.
have-
3 to 4, but
you have
hopefully I'll be
to
done.
have how many people?
Well, we need 4.
2/3 of the, no, you have to have more than that.
So,
We
Well,
do?
you don't, but then they would all have to say yes.
Right.
Okay.
Or you saying you're gonna say no?
No, I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know how other people vote, but,
You're saying if you had 5, then you still have to have 4.
yes.
For the permanent.
It's not,
Mhm.
yes, yeah. It's not 3 out of
And if we
5.
had 4.
but I think
then-
now that we've got this clarity,
Yeah,
it's,
It's
there's,
balanced.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, I wouldn't think.
That's
that'd be
all
an
I was
issue.
worried about.
yeah.
I just didn't want to be in
Concerned about.
red.
Right.
I wasn't worried about it.
I don't want Darcy or no one we're in red,
I,
because
it
eventually
just
when
seems
that,
odd
dries
that you
up.
would be budgeting
the rate goes.
your expenses greater than your
Right.
income. If that continued, that was my concern.
If it
that,
continued.
you know,
The rate would have to,
Yeah.
So it's good to know that that was not the case. So does 5 work for you on the 30th?
As far as I know now, yeah.
I
for
assume
me.
Keith will be back on the 30th. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know about Paul though. I guess he's got his hit for October, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure,
But I guess as long as we get,
it'll be here again, because, yeah,
yeah.
okay. I'll mark it down. I mean, I don't see any problems.
I will go ahead and post it tomorrow. Like I said, I've already sent it to the
You already did.
I already sent it to the DLGF. I'll post it on the website and on the bulletin board tomorrow. Just so it's done.
Any other discussion?
And we're not voting today, so.
We can't.
No.
There's
I
no
know.
reason to vote,
Mm-mm.
unless you just want to do a trial vote.
No.
See how we vote.
Not really. I mean, we can, somebody has to do that.
So I guess I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Stan, second by Gail. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
No papers to sign? Nothing today.
It's a pretty good count, in my opinion.